From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Don't get nervous. Spot. No. Kill. Watch the twitch. Ready.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, Sam off.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Check.
They'll run with Barkley. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Vaughn, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Switch! 53's the mic.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is Harris. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run on first down. It's Carr. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carr. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Let's go, let's go.
Hey.
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Smooth.
53. Let's go.
Jones now throwing on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
He's checking, he's checking.
Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
50, clinch.
Check, 53. Not today, you are. Not today. 36, 36. Check.
80 weapons.
Undercut.
Ready.
On third and 2, Jones. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, dude.
53. Mike. 3 buds.
5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. This is Barkley. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
56 to Mike.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 24, check 24.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's able to find Wallace. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
I'm on.
Prescott on 1st down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones, throwing again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go! Hey, Haywood! Shoot!
Jones operating from the gun. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Go!
53, Mike.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Ready up.
And we got Mike, number
Go! 5.
The toss out to Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Squeeze! Hey, stand up! Hard! Be gripping!
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the Saints' 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
You got tight right there. Through. Check it back. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, switch gears.
Leo! Understand.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Number 53, Mike 53.
They'll try the left side. Carr. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Switch.
On first down, it's Carr. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And 7 at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, check.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
60 outlaw. Hey! Come.
53's Mike. Check.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Just like that. Check 99. Check 99. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
On the run, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm coming.
Go.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Go. Go.
On 3rd down, Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
X3. 218. Chop.
Watch twins. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Roll out.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Check 9. Check 9. Check.
Go.
Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Set up. 90 Wolf. Rock. Rocket. Rocket.
Check 43. Hey, check 20.
Hey. Bam.
Check.
Here's Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Get out there.
Prescott from the gun. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air again, Prescott. Going long here for Wallace. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carr, and he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Here we go, 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 4. Check it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Sam on.
Now Jones on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Carr. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Noah Spence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Prescott. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Let's go. Check.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To throw is Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Prescott down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
61, matchbox, lights. Look at me. Door.
He's coming. We got double up.
General West.
Check. 53's the mic. 53, check.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Now it looks for Johnson with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Get ready.